The brief plays a critical role in informing the direction and boundaries of your design process. A single brief engages one client for two distinct communication needs. The two needs for the client establish two clearly different directions that are distinct in their intentions and that will result in separate final presentation formats. You must apply the design process twice, once for each need. In order to make an appropriate selection of communication needs, I have organized potential communication needs in 3 columns, one for each of the design fields. The reasoning here is that you select 2 design needs from 2 design fields. My suggestion for most of you is to select one need from the communication field and one need from either the industrial or environmental design fields. In saying this, it does not mean you cannot couple an industrial design need with an environmental design need. However, working on a logo or a promotional poster will facilitate successful three-dimensional explorations. So please do consider doing one communication need and one of the other 3D communication needs. Whatever you choose to do, go with your strengths and go with your interests. Now, some clarification of some of these needs. So, you'll notice on the environmental column, a cafe facade. A cafe facade redevelopment simply is going out, finding a cafe that you would like to redevelop in as far as the front face, the actual front of the building and nothing else. Another clarification, the way I've actually created the sets of environmental needs is simply by starting with smaller structures, then cafes and houses, which are medium structures, and then larger scale structures. Okay. If you're interested in drawing and painting, I suggest you look at an illustration communication need for a book cover maybe, or maybe you want to illustrate scenes from a story. Now, as you read through the booklet, you will notice a series of blue boxes and red note-taking boxes. Please complete these boxes systematically by reading through the whole booklet first before you start filling out the red boxes and commencing your draft. Please also use the information on pages 14 to 18 of the handbook for information on specific areas of the brief. The information in the blue boxes will help you with the red notation fields. Information not in the blue boxes is there for further clarification. Now, it's really very, very important that you understand the difference between a communication need and a presentation format. I know you guys probably understand this, but let me make it clear. A communication need is whatever the client requires to be designed, either constructed, fabricated, or printed. Whereas a presentation format is the manner in which the need is presented for the sake of the presentation to the client. The presentation format may or may not correspond with either the scale, material, or the actual design solution. For example, an architectural design does not imply its construction. A design of a chair does not require its fabrication. A design of a billboard does not require printing to scale. In these cases and others, a model, technical drawings, or concept drawings will suffice. Communication design offers the greatest possibility for creating design formats that correspond closely to the communication need. These formats include posters, logos, maps, brochures, packaging, and the like. Now, the client. Your client may be real or imaginary. However, if you would like to participate in the Top Designs exhibition, there will be legal issues if you use the trademarks of existing organizations. My suggestion to you is to invent your own client based on an existing organization. You may want to use Frond from Brief 1, Outcome 1. You can use it as you like. You can cannibalize it, borrow information from it. You can even redevelop the logo. As for the audience, please differentiate between specific product audiences and the company's general audience. Do not jumble them together when speaking of the audience's specific design need, unless they are in fact the same. The information used in all the briefs of Outcome 1 can be used or referred to in your own brief. Now, on pages 12 and 13 of this booklet, there is an example of a brief. Please refer to it. When you have completed the red note fields, you may progress to your draft. Do not rush this writing. You'll be assessed on it. I'm looking for clear language and the use of appropriate VCD terminology. As for the content, make certain that the character of the client and the audience specific and general are described well. Good luck with it.